Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 10th of March. There is a lot of creativity around you this week, but also a lot of subtlety, and not everything is going to necessarily be quite as obvious to you on the surface. The week begins with the Sun in your sister water sign of Pisces, and from Tuesday the Sun is going to be forging a fantastic link with your sign. This suggests that something you're working on at the present time can be shaping up slowly but surely, but it's looking very promising. And this particular aspect is going to help you to take not necessarily a giant step forwards, but I think certainly a confident step forwards into the future with this hope. Now, ironically, Saturn is actually clashing this week with Mercury, and Mercury's in the part of your horoscope to do with your emotions. And the two don't go particularly well together. It doesn't matter what sign Mercury is in, when it's in the fourth solar house, it tends to have a capacity for us to see thoughts rush around our minds in a kind of circular way, and it's not quite so easy to articulate what we want to actually say in just the right manner. So you could find yourself trying to explain something this week, but feeling tongue-tied, inhibited, maybe a little bit reticent, or even shy if you're in a social situation, just when the Sun's pushing you to really strut your stuff and show the maximum magnetism. So how will this play out? I think basically you perhaps need to steer clear of people you don't feel incredibly comfortable with, because with Venus also in the same part of your horoscope as Mercury, the foundation stones in your situation are very much in view. So if you do socialise, why not invite people around to your home, people you feel really comfortable with and confident? Then you can flourish. But if you find yourself in situations where you don't feel quite as at ease, that's where you could find yourself seizing up, not feeling quite as fluent in the way you come across. Or you may even find yourself doubting your abilities and lacking a little bit of confidence. When Mercury and Saturn square up, it can be a little bit of bleak house in Dickensian terms. Now, we also have another quite subtle influence going on this week. And this sees Mars continuing to plough a trough, your ruler, obviously reversing backwards now, along with Saturn in your sign. But Mars is combining with the North Node. I do feel it's going to be important to become much more aware of motivations in general. I don't just mean other people's, I mean your own. And perhaps embrace some of the parts of yourself that you find actually a bit tricky, or if there's some leftover sediment from past issues that weren't really particularly happy. Do you know, you can gain a lot at the moment by just withdrawing a little bit at times and just picking this stuff over and trying to go through a little bit of healing. It could be entirely helpful to you. Now, as the week draws to a close, Venus actually makes quite a dashing angle to Uranus, and you might get a sudden spurt of inspiration about how you can make some money, but it wouldn't be a surprise if this was a home-based venture or hobby craft which you can see a fresh way of monetizing, and that can really pep up your excitement and enthusiasm. There is also a full moon as this week draws to a close on Sunday, and it's kind of saying to you that the balance between doing what you want to do as an individual and what other people expect you to do, particularly sociable-wise, could be a bit out of kilter. And with these rather subtle but slightly repressive energies at a more emotional level going on this week, certainly don't be hard on yourself if you don't feel like attending something. The key is just let people know and be genuine about that. And then if they can't accept it, well, that's their issue. But I do feel that this week does give you an opportunity to step forward with something important, but perhaps at times you just need to shield yourself from the harsh realities of life. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.